Oh God. We should.
Are we live?
It
It's
says
still
we are live.
I believe so.
Yes,
It says
we are
live.
live. Excellent. So, hello and welcome to that Eurovision site live stream, everyone. We are going to be reacting live to the qualification results after we get this little information piece of what the other interval acts are going to be, like Laura Amica, Il Volo. We are mostly watching on the BBC, by the way, for what it's worth. So if we're missing information, blame it on Scott Mills and Rylan.
Oh my God. Sorry, guys. I am so nervous here. Here we go.
All right. Finalists coming in. Please welcome Jan Ola Sand. Wait, no.
No,
Martin
Martin Osterdahl.
Going to take us away.
Wait, what? Oh.
We have a result.
We have a valid result. You're good to go.
Oh.
So.
Oh God.
Yes, we're going to get the results now. Thank you for saying it, presenters. I really shouldn't have shaven before the stream. I need something to pluck on a bit.
I think I just feel sick.
Also, just need a beard, but that's a different. Switzerland is first to go
last night.
through.
What?
What?
That is.
That's a
we
bit
did
of a
not predict that.
surprise.
Must have done well. I mean, the Sasha Jean-Baptiste staging worked very well with the song, so I definitely see how it can have gone through. Also, check out our interview with Marius Baer.
Yay!
Second to go through is Armenia.
Good.
Expected.
That's not unsuspected, but means they're back in the final after a long while. Third through is, drumroll please. Iceland. Yes, Iceland.
Yes.
Our three sisters of Sistur and their brother on the drums are through. Fourth finalist is Lithuania.
I'm a bit surprised by these results.
Monica's through. We will get more Sentimente in the grand final. I'm very happy about that. My mother will mostly be happy to see that dress again. I mean, she loved the song, but
it's a
great outfit. Yeah.
That was one of the tops in my ranking of the outfits.
You can see why she didn't change it from the national final.
But she did change her eye makeup like I suggested.
Yes. Portugal's through.
Yay!
Maro
Portugal!
and who did she get in from the Portuguese national final again? Diana Castro and someone else. I forgot. Oh, that's terrible. But yeah, we have our Portuguese ladies are through to the final. We still have some heavy hitters like Ukraine and Latvia and Norway waiting to be called. Will want to not make it. Finalist number 6 is Norway. Subwoofer. Our extraterrestrial banana wolves are through. You look shocked, Ben.
I am, because I'm trying to assess who's not qualifying now.
There's some I'm fearing for right now very much.
I'm fearing for Latvia and Greece.
I'm fearing for Latvia. Greece is through.
Greece is through.
Apollo.
Amanda Tenfjord. So they're through. We can all die together.
Or Netherlands.
The UK commentators rightly saying Netherlands, Moldova, and Ukraine are still waiting to qualify. And Latvia and Albania, if we're mentioning some. Eighth qualifier is Ukraine. Kalish Orchestra, as expected, going through to the grand final. Let's see how well they do there. Will they get their expected predicted win, or will they just fall short? Lovely moment to see them qualify, though. They're genuinely so happy just to be there as well. Some very tense shots from Denmark and Austria there. Latvian delegation looking scared as well. Moldova is through. She's going through to the grand final for the third time in their history. They honestly have... that must be one of the records, basically. But yeah, that means we get losing Latvia or Albania or Netherlands.
Or Austria.
At least two of those. Three, only one of those is going to go through. And don't forget, Croatia and Denmark and Slovenia could also they could definitely be underdogs. People have tipped them to potentially go to the grand final. The final finalist is my home country is through. That means we've lost Latvia, we've lost Albania, we've lost Slovenia, Bulgaria. Oh, Ronella. But yeah, our S team made it through. She was top 10 in the odds, but there were some doubts going ahead into it. Some people were not impressed by the light show, but she pulled it through.
All my favourites didn't. All my favourites hadn't queued. All of them.
I'm in shock over Latvia.
Latvia, Albania, Austria. Oh, wow.
I will be fascinated to see the detailed results on Sunday or Monday, whenever they're published, because I want to see it in detail. I'll be especially interested who got 9th and 10th and who finished 11th and 12th, because I can see that being very close.
Oh,
and
my
if
God.
anyone pulled an Albania or Croatia 2021 and qualified in both but didn't.
Shout out to Film Geek 520 who says no Latvia, no Austria. Indeed, I think Latvia is the biggest surprise of those two. They were tipped as potential underdogs for the win by many, and they're not. And we also thought with them going big on TikTok, even though, and with TikTok being the official entertainment partner this year, that they might have an extra boost, but it didn't seem to have done the trick. Meanwhile, Austria also stumbled at the finish line. Oh, of course, I already thought I recognized that sub-name. I mean, these are quite some results. There's some big surprises. I think many people, including me, didn't see Iceland and Armenia go through, and Lithuania together. Like we thought, one of those three would fall short. So all three making through makes me wonder if Monica either did very well in the televote or just overall is winner of the close to winner of the semifinal after Ukraine.
I want to see what Switzerland got from the jury.
Yeah, that will be. I mean, what I can there are some Switzerland did have some countries that you could see them getting points from anyway, but
yeah, and France is voting in this semi as well.
France is voting in this semi. I can see the Netherlands voting for this, and some other countries as well, where this could where it could have just hit the right note. I mean, Switzerland and Austria probably gave some points to each other. I would assume usually. But yeah, Netherlands.
I'm sorry, I'm being a bit quiet right now. I'm just like,
it's okay. I'm
in shock.
just babbling ahead. Please stop me when you want to say something.
I've gotten used to crazy results from the American Song Contest, so this is not super shocking to me.
But yeah, this is
no,
quite.
This hurts. This really, really hurts.
This is quite the result. So now that it's finished, if you're just tuning in, qualified from the first semi-final are Switzerland, in random order this is obviously, Switzerland, Armenia, Iceland, Lithuania, Portugal, Norway, Greece, Ukraine, Moldova, Netherlands, which means we've lost Albania, Latvia, Slovenia, Bulgaria, Croatia, Denmark, and Austria. Yeah. I mean, thank you for tuning in anyway. If you have any questions and if you're watching, please send them in. Trying to think. I'll just go back for engagement now and just say, like, leave a like, leave a comment, go watch our interviews with these acts. I believe we interviewed most of them, so can definitely recommend checking that out. I interviewed Marius Baer for Switzerland just a couple of days before this, just after his second rehearsal. So if you want to see some and hear some behind the scenes footage of that, I would highly recommend that interview. I think people will look back at this and say Albania and Latvia are the biggest shocks. I'm most surprised by Latvia not making it through. Like from the qualifiers, all not necessarily by us, but in general, at least somewhat. Hi Tim, you were in the hall. How's the mood?
Someone let me in. Someone let me in.
You're in.
No.
How's the mood, Tim? How's the mood in the hall?
Oh my God! Look!
Oh my God! Hi, Helen.
Hello.
Look at me! Look where I am!
Through.
Hello. Oh
Hello.
my God.
We made it
am. But no, seriously, like, what the hell?
That's what I'm thinking.
I literally, I was supposed to tweet the results, and I waited for so long. I'm in shock.
It's
like I'm happy that Netherlands made it through. Thank you, but like.
Again, putting us last. They've done that a couple of times. They did it with Common Linux and like with Anouk and everything. They mentioned us last just to make us so tense.
I knew that like two of either Moldova, Norway, or Latvia was going to go through. I didn't think all three, but I thought that I would have personally. I thought Latvia would go through over Moldova. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised.
All my favorites are gone.
As I said,
I bought like Austria and Latvia flags. What am I gonna do?
Austria, Latvia, Albania.
Oh yeah, no, there's so many Swiss. So many.
You can refer it into Swiss flag.
A lot of Dutch fans, obviously. But yeah, this is
we're everywhere.
Like
the Dutch get everywhere with events.
It was so much fun though. Like, look, I'm very heartbroken for the people that did not qualify, but like, as well,
they put on a show. They were shown to everyone in Europe and beyond. They made themselves proud. I hope they know that and that we love them all, and they'll be celebrated by Eurovision fans forever as long as they want to keep showing up at the events, and even if not, but we'll support them all. Forever.
Sometimes going down to Rob non-qualifier can be better than just getting low in the actual final.
I mean, just imagine how Cities Any will be able to go to every Eurovision pre-party for the rest of their career if they wanted to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Easily.
Exactly.
And Ronelland as well. Like.
Yeah.
Easily.
Oh God, I feel so bad for Pia. I hope that she because people have been kind of crapping on her vocals all season, but she actually did do very well tonight. I hope she doesn't take any of that to heart.
No,
she greatly improved from the beginning.
Yeah. I hope she sort of takes a lesson of like what I mean, we've seen it last season. We had it with Roxanne, who got like so many mean comments over her vocals as well. But she still has a very successful music career, and she's just working along and seems to be very happy with everything. So I hope that Pia goes in a similar direction. Maybe collaborates with Lumix again, Pia, or with Roxanne. She also likes electronica.
Yeah. But seriously, guys, before I go, oh no, I don't know if I can show you, but oh no,
use your selfie cam otherwise.
Woo!
It's turning.
Yeah. I know.
The black hole is disintegrating. Help.
It moves.
No, there was a point where like that little bit was like got stuck, and I was like, "What? Please don't."
Well, now
Please
we know
don't.
where they won't turn it. Like we have some additional visual proof.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
but like seriously, like when the results were like Iceland's through, Portugal's through, the shock in the arena was very weird. And then when it got to the last one, when I was like, oh come on, obviously it's gotta be Steen. Like it's impossible to be anyone else. But
I mean, after Greece, I knew it will be like it's always like that. Like the last three, you're like, wait, there are like 5 potential heavy hitters left, and only 3 of them are going to make it through.
Yeah.
And then there's always one surprising as well. So it's only 2 of those heavy hitters I was going through. In this case, it was Ukraine, Netherlands still.
There were more jury appeal songs, I think, that got through than public vote appeal songs.
On average, you'd think so, but it's also sort of proof like where's that line?
I mean, yeah.
Like Rosalind, you'd say is more jury, but it probably end up going through on the televote based on the staging.
Yeah.
If Ukraine ate up enough of the televote, then they easily could have been the jury deciding it all, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slash just semi-randomized
And Norway as
televote.
well.
It
Yeah.
could have been basically
I imagine
randomized
that
televote.
Ukraine and Norway ate a lot of the televote.
Moldova probably as well. I wouldn't be surprised if those are our top 3 televotes.
Yeah, I would say, I don't know what other countries have, but the official Dutch Eurovision app lets you rate the songs, and you also get just the average of what everyone else rates it that uses the app, and like almost everyone installs it because sort of it leads you to all the voting ways, so you don't need to remember the numbers. And Moldova was like 3rd place in the app behind Netherlands and Ukraine when I last checked. So like, and that's of course the ranking. That doesn't mean that necessarily voted for that, but does show it really, even outside of Eastern Europe, where you would typically expect most of the votes to come from, it really hit that party spot, I suppose. It's really a party song, as they also said in interviews, and I think it just hit that spot that people needed.
Yeah, I
like
think
Latvia
was. They were did.
All right,
I think
then, guys.
so
Anyway, I'm
early
getting to
did
the stage
not
where
help.
Bye, Tim. But yeah, Latvia was also a message song, which doesn't help, I think. Like we've seen message songs struggle in Eurovision in general in recent years. Also in national finals this year. In Latvia, it was Lithuania where we had the environmentalism song that didn't get through the first quarterfinal, Voldemar's. We had a couple of other message songs that just always stranded at some point during the national finals this season. So I guess people are not looking for that anymore.
I'm just gonna check our article because we did our own predictions earlier, just to see.
I feel like we had Latvia like Latvia was the one that we were like the most sure on.
I think we were like I think we might have been probably the most sure on Latvia.
I said on private that I was I didn't peg Albania as a qualifier, which turns out to have been a good prediction. But I thought it would be between Albania or Latvia going through. I didn't expect both of them to not make it through.
All right, I've got the article pulled up. So the 3 songs that got 10 votes from the unanimous from the team: Ukraine, Netherlands, Armenia. Those all went through. Only one person didn't do Albania.
That was me.
That was you.
Sorry for accidentally causing that.
Only one person did not go for Latvia in our team, and that was Stuart.
That was Ava, right? Oh, it was Stuart.
Yeah. And then the only one who didn't go for Portugal was me. I think I was between them and Iceland, but I really
same. I was like, but I just wasn't.
I was like hoping Iceland would qualify, but I was pretty sure it wasn't going to. So I am really, really happy that they have.
Yeah. Greece, we had 9 out of 10. Norway, 9 out of 10. Lithuania, we had 8 out of 10. So thrilled for her.
Yeah, that's great. She was also just great TV in the background, mouthing along to the teleprompter and everything. I love that.
Okay, where did we go? So Austria we had on the bubble, like half of us said maybe, half of us said no. Iceland, only 4 of us said would go through.
Mm.
And then Moldova only got 1 vote to go through. Who was that?
That wasn't me. I said later that I thought we might go through, but I thought, wasn't it Ava who said?
That was Ava.
Yeah.
And then nobody on our team picked Switzerland to go through.
I think the thing is,
I feel like with our team, that was half wishful thinking.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, I think like with Iceland, it's sort of a common linnets moment of where the staging just is really good. I don't think it's quite as impactful as common linnets, so I don't think Iceland will finish second this year or anything. But I do think it's just this calm, slow moment that just between all the big and loud songs, and very bright songs as well.
Yeah.
It just was this nice.
I'm gonna break some news to my husband real quick. He just got.
All right, I'll just keep babbling.
And we've
Latvia
seen,
didn't make it
last year.
No.
Neither did Austria.
Oh.
That was the EDM one.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I know, I'm so sad. Oh well, we have these tracks forever, and it always happens with me. Story of My Life, or not Story of My Life, Maps was my number 1 last year, and that didn't make it. So
one of my 2 winners made it through, which is to my own surprise. So.
Sure.
Like
my
Portugal
winners.
Yeah. On that note, I'm gonna leave the stream, guys.
All right, see ya, Helen. I'll just keep chatting with rest.
Ooh, let's brace ourselves for semi 2.
Yeah.
All right.
These results now have me afraid for Sweden.
No, Sweden will be. Sweden is going through. Like
It has to.
Well, Sweden has the jury appeal. It has the strong staging again, which we see as well. Yes, some songs with strong staging didn't make it through, but arguably that strong staging, with the exception of Slovenia, was very lights and choreography heavy. Slovenia is the only. Austria and Bulgaria also technically have props, but they were light props basically, whereas Slovenia had their own specific prop, and that's the one prop song that didn't make it through. Like we had the very pulled back staging of Portugal and Lithuania and Netherlands making it through. Otherwise, it was very heavy on staging elements in some way or another. And I think Sweden falls sort of in that heavy staging. But yeah,
this trend off of last year a bit that a lot of the more genuine, self-written sounding songs made it through. Switzerland including in that, because did he write it himself? Yeah,
he wrote it together with another guy. But yeah.
The self-written songs did very well, and the ones in the native languages, like Iceland, and did well. Our top 3 was all in not English last year. So the public's been really liking those.
Yeah, it's interesting also to see a good mix of the languages going through. I mean, we have Albania, Slovenia, and Croatia had all at least elements of their. None of them were fully in their native language, but they were at least partially. But of the full language, so Iceland, Lithuania, and Netherlands, and Ukraine, they all went through. Combination song of Moldova went through, and Portugal as well. So just a good mix of.
Yeah, like Wolfcamp for Norway's native language.
It's hard to say, isn't it? I mean. With all the news coming out, it's all wild. Wild wolves.
Well, we've had a Lithuanian song.
It's the first time we have something Lithuanian, I believe, at least for a long time. They once did send something in a local, like a local dialectal language, like in Klaipėdan or something, like in '97, like one of the first entries.
Yeah, but only their first 2 entries.
Yeah, because then you saw
99 and 94.
Yeah. Yeah, Lithuanian, Samogithian, and then one time they also sang a bit in Russian, which is also one of the recognized languages, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I might be getting my countries confused there, for which I would have to very much apologize. I'm still supposed to visit. No, but I still have my trip to the Baltics planned. Yeah, I see a lot of sadness in the chat for Albania. Well, response in the chat in general to Albania not making it through, and that is.
I think what got Albania was the camera work and the outfit.
For me, my biggest problem was that I could hear the CO2, like the smoke.
Yes.
That I could hear those. That ruined the song a bit for me. It just ruins.
That happened throughout the show. I could hear the river at one point when just the hosts were talking.
But I think with Albania it was most noticeable because it sort of happened on quiet beat during the dance breaks. Almost didn't just long enough. But yeah, you could hear throughout the show, you could sometimes hear staging elements, which is not ideal for the songs, I suppose, but it is something you have to plan around as well. It's a bit difficult.
I just think this has been like the worst semi-final ever for me.
That was semi-final 1 of 2017 for me. Losing Norma John, that was hard.
Oof. I don't recall right now which my worst semi-final was, but I'm sure I can go back and point
it's this. There's nothing worse than this. Like,
you
should definitely not watch the American Song Contest if there's a season 2 then.
Oh, American Song Contest, I'm just like, I'm promised myself not to get attached to the songs. I'll just watch after the results are announced, so then it's more after the fact anger than actually being involved, because otherwise. But yeah, if you watch it live, I can imagine your pain because some quality songs didn't even make it through the first rounds. I'm just like,
yes, good preparation for the heartbreak of the semifinals tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Last night got me prepared.
Yeah. I think I'm going to head off now because it's been a really bad night.
And you have work tomorrow. Keep it positive. Keep it positive.
Oh, are we really going to be positive about the fact I have work tomorrow? I'm going back after 11 days.
Yeah, I think Ben and I, shall we just do a quick run through of a semi-final 2 then, of what we think of who might qualify?
I'll leave you to
and then head off.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Bye, Jazzy. Or you can stick around.
Bye.
I mean, so we start off with Finland. Is the Erasmus going through?
I think they might.
We've had our 2 rock songs of tonight not making it through tonight, but I do think they're the competition speaking wise, at least. Finland has the strongest rock entry. So
they've got Sweden and Estonia as well in the semi to help them out.
And Australia likes to throw some. That I can imagine also throwing some points to the Erasmus UK viewers.
And they're a decently known band, which helps them out.
Israel.
I don't see that.
If I'm pegging someone as a surprise qualifier, as our Switzerland of the night, it could be Israel. There's another country I've pegged for that, but it could be Israel as our surprise qualifier of the night. Serbia?
Yeah. Well, qualifying easily. I hope so.
Yes.
God, I pray so.
There is a tiny sliver of mind. Is Serbia going to be the Latvia of like it's a song with a specific meaning that may or may not connect? I think it helps that it's in Serbian for the most part. I think that helps. I think in certain ways the staging package will draw more people in. Azerbaijan, we have no reason to believe it won't go through, but especially with Switzerland now qualifying, it could very well make it. But on the other hand,
I could see juries going for it, but at the same time, I'm not sure. It's like it could pull a Switzerland and end up at 10th place.
And there's some other jury appeal songs that could take its points as well, like Sweden, Australia, Belgium, even Poland. Like those are all like what I would consider battling for the same points. Georgia.
That's my shock qualifier. If there is.
Oh, please do, please. I need to see that gorgeous green beard in my final.
That could be what Moldova was tonight, and that's second to last qualifier.
Malta, Emma Muscat's I Am What I Am. I am what I am, and I fear Emma Muscat. I am afraid of you not qualifying. Yeah. San Marino. I hope it goes through. Yes.
I think that I have an answer for that one.
I've been a bit hot and cold on that song. Like, it took me some time to really get into it because it also took so long for us to get like a proper studio version of it. But now I'm completely sold.
Yeah, for a while it was iffy because all the staging we had was Una Volca per San Marino, which was in the theater. But that stage show, as long as the camera angles are right, it's going to be great.
Everything. Let's hope the horn doesn't break off like we've seen apparently happen backstage. Australia?
Yes.
Gonna be tight.
Yeah.
Or I'm saying gonna be tight, which means it will be like third overall in the semi if we look at detailed results. But Cyprus?
I guess it's the shock non-qualifier.
Yeah, I feel that Cyprus is bigger in the Eurofan bubble than it is outside of it.
Yeah. And they don't have Greece to help them out here.
They don't have Greece to help them out. They don't really have... I don't quite see it getting too many jury points. And there are quite a few televote-friendly songs in here, so...
Yeah.
Ireland, Brooke Statrich, could finally be breaking that non-qualifying streak.
I want her to so bad, but it's iffy for me. I'm not sure.
It's gonna be the Albania of tonight, I think.
Yeah.
The massively rightfully loved in the Eurovision fandom, but just not quite there. North Macedonia, sadly not. I think we can.
Yeah.
As much as I'd love that song at my final.
From what we've seen of the staging, I don't think so.
No. Estonia.
Yes. I think Estonia is an easy in.
I need to see how it works out with the final camera movements. Like, that is going to be key for this song.
The sun is most noticeable in his performance.
Yes, so it could be that people don't care about, because we know that the sun doesn't work, but the presenters haven't really mentioned it.
And
at least in the Netherlands.
This semi was able to compensate enough where it didn't really notice it too much.
So maybe people will think it's just part of the set, and that the set is just like that, in which case people might not mind it.
Yeah.
Romania will be getting the Spanish points. We shouldn't underestimate that. I think it will get the Spanish points from Spain, quite a few, at least televote points. But
yeah, I don't see Romania in the final this year.
Poland.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oakman's getting jury votes, and
the one thing that will be interesting to see is how people will respond to, as has been seen in the preview footage, that there are like on-screen, this on-screen augmentation of the image. People might not like that as much, not in the way it's done here, where it's more clearly added on in comparison to like Lithuania, where it was more playing with the camera settings.
Yeah.
We've seen that go wrong in the past. Montenegro is my other potential shock qualifier.
I could see that as well. It's very genuine, and the staging looks okay.
If it's going to get points from Serbia, if presenters across Europe explain the story behind the song, I think it could do very well. Belgium,
I can see it.
Yeah. It's going to be sharing the on the bubble part for me with a couple of other songs. It has a strong staging, especially Belgium, as our southern neighbors. I love you, but your staging choices in the past have been choices.
Staging choices, outfit choices, like
we seem to be going in the right direction again. But yeah, Senic's camera angles were honestly the worst part of it all. You can see it behind flags.
That outfit was what tanked it for me. That was
okay. I mean, maybe it was good we couldn't see her. Not to be too mean, but yeah, Sweden going through. That one's sailing through. Like, that's my
in the running for the win.
That's my surest qualifier from this entire lot. Like, for everyone else, you can make an argument of it not qualifying. For Sweden, I cannot make that argument unless Cornelia has vocal problems. Like, that could be the only thing tanking her, and even then, I think she has enough jury points to get through.
I can't see it even if she pulls like a fire saga and falls off the stage in a hamster wheel.
I mean,
Even if that circle falls on her, I think she still qualifies.
She just gets cocooned within it, and then
yes.
I mean, that would be kind of fierce if she didn't manage to birth herself out of it for the final chorus. Like, that would actually be kind of fierce. And Czech Republic. Czech Republic will be battling with points between Belgium and Poland. They're sort of in that awkward, more modern pop song.
It's in a good spot closing out the show, and has more of an EDM vibe that we don't have in this one.
We have seen EDM struggle, like in anything like electronic and dancey in Eurovision. We've seen struggle, including tonight. But yeah, no, one would expect Czech Republic in the final based on everything else.
Yeah, unless Dominika gets nervous and her vocal gets shaky, I can't see it not qualifying.
I'll be interested how many jury points versus televote points Czech Republic get, because I remember with Lake Malawi, I thought they would be getting more televote points, but they barely got any. And it was all jury, and they have also had the other way around with them, so that's going to be interesting. But yeah, so our socials are down below. Don't forget to follow @thateurosite on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. No, we don't have LinkedIn, right?
Well, I do, but that's for when the EBU hires me as their chief engineer.
Exactly. And then I'll just do the write-ups on whatever you've been doing. I'll just do the press reports. Finding something to do with my philosophy degree. I'll do like the philosophical bullshitting around it. Statement on. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me.
Thank you.
And see you all another time.
Your thing.